Cancer, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your June 2017 Gypsy Tarot Love Spread. So I thought that I would come back mid-year just for a reading, you know, just for a sort of catch up on love sort of thing. A lot of people want to know about love, so that's one of the favourite readings I love doing. So we're going to have a look at your love spread for the month of June 2017. I won't be doing these every month, but I thought it would be nice to do this month for June coming. Two spreads for you. You've got your general up there already, and we've also got a love spread. Okay, so let's have a look what's coming in for Cancerians in the month of June 2017 for love. Show me Cancer and love. What's coming in for Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Cancerians, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for love in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. Show me what's coming in for love for Cancerians. Show me love for Cancerians. Show me love. What's coming in for love for Cancerians in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot love spread. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split that deck into three, like so. We're going to collect it back up, and then we're going to start laying these cards side by side. Okay, so that's interesting. Alright, so I think we might have some reversals in here actually. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try and pull these down a little bit here. Showing up. Okay. Here, and also, oh, by the way, I'm using, I forgot to mention, where is the box, the Victorial Key Tarot, which is a really lovely deck of cards. I got these last week from Amazon, which I really do like quite a bit. So yeah, it's just, there we go, this one here, here, and here. There we go. Okay, so there's the 21 cards laid out, and we're going to see what's going on around the mental and emotional for Cancerians and love. Well, we've got the Two of Wands showing up as reversed, and sometimes when you get the Two of Wands in the reverse, especially when it comes to love, it shows an uneven distribution in terms of a relationship. So it shows something that's really unfair. And it can show that somebody has more of a balance of the power. So it might be for some of you guys that the focus is around a situation, is around maybe one of you having more power in a relationship than the other, because it shows an unfair distribution of power. It shows that there's an uneven territory, I feel, going on in terms of love, with this Two of Wands energy showing us the focal point around the mental and emotional. And what's going on mentally and emotionally as a result of that? Well, you've got the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, mental and emotional, it will be about, usually mentally with the King of Cups. It could be, for, I mean, the King of Cups is a Cancerian person anyway. It depends on how you read him. I usually read him as a Scorpio, but he can be read definitely as a Cancerian. So usually with the King of Cups, it's about finding the, it's not even about finding a solution. It's already got the solution here. I feel that mentally and emotionally, there is a great sense of self-awareness going on for some of you Cancerians, because that's what the King of Cups simply is. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign this person represents, all right, really, or what characteristics this person represents of a person. It shows great emotional calm and awareness in a situation. It's about, you know, all kings go into battle, all kings fight. But what type of fighter are they? Well, the King of Cups, along with the King of Swords, they're very similar in terms of having great presence of mind. And I feel that mentally and emotionally, you guys have great presence of mind over in June, okay, concerning a situation. And what's the reason for that with the King of Cups energy? Well, because this is all about, I feel, the Four of Wands, repairing relationships. I feel that the Two of Wands is the situation. And the Two of Wands, usually when you get the Two of Wands, it's also a card about resisting the need to make a decision. So it usually shows complete and utter stalemate when you get a Two of Wands reversed. So it might be the focus is, for some of you guys, it's the reluctance. Not just that there's possibly a relationship that is, one of you might feel less powerful than the other. It's also a reluctance to let something go. Or the reluctance, I think the situation focuses on a reluctance to let a situation go with this Two of Wands in the reverse. It's the inability to make a decision. And that then manifests through to your mental and emotional with this King of Cups saying, well, you know what? We're going to hold our head in a crisis. So this is all about roughing the, going through the rough and the smooth, weathering the storm emotionally with that King of Cups. No matter what's going on here, mentally and emotionally, you're determined to weather that storm. And that's because of the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands suggests a happy relationship, and it suggests a relationship that's worth fighting for. And it suggests two people being happy together and being in love and success. So I feel that the mental and emotional area shows that Cancerians in the month of June are determined to hold on to something here. Yes, we do. I mean, Two of Wands is not necessarily in the reverse a negative card, but it does, for me, represent an inability to make that decision, to go either one way or the other. So it represents a certain stagnation here. But the focus on stagnation is keeping things the way that they are, I feel, for some of you guys, which is why mentally and emotionally you're the King of Cups. I'm going to keep my head in this crisis. No matter what's going on here, I'm not letting go of this situation. Because of the Four of Wands, I still believe in this. I still believe in love and family and home life and togetherness, even if you don't live with a partner. I think some of you guys are in a relationship here, potentially. Okay? We've also got in the present, how does this factor in with the present situation? Well, you've got this Six of Cups in the reverse. So the focus for some of you guys is on rose-tinted glasses, and you're looking at something through a very, very naive viewpoint, from a very naive viewpoint with the Six of Cups. It's about being stuck in the past. So and you can see here the inability to make a decision around the mental and emotional is because your focus is on the past. But you're really in the past. You can't come out of the past for some of you guys with that Six of Cups, which is why in the present situation, Cancerians, you're struggling. Ten of Wands. So I feel with the relationship with the Ten of Wands, and also you're blocking these wands, this great passion maybe that you guys are feeling for a particular person or a thing, it's blocking your view with the Ten of Wands energy. Because the Ten of Wands can easily be seen as something that somebody is ignoring or they're avoiding. Okay, and I think that the present situation also shows that you guys seem to be avoiding a situation here. And that's because the focal point is you're still in the past. You're still only looking at you don't have a peripheral vision, I feel, for some of you guys in terms of a relationship here with this Six of Cups reversed. Because Six of Cups reversed is a card that says, you know what, actually, I'm thinking all about the nice things that used to happen in this relationship. I'm thinking about the loveliness of the relationship. I'm thinking about how, we used to go out driving by the seashore, 12 midnight with the wind blowing through our hair and smiling and canoodling and all of this stuff. But what about what's been going on? What about this here, the Two of Wands in the reverse, where there is an imbalance in power, okay? However, your mental and emotional is to weather the storm because of this notion of the Four of Wands. Things can still be the way that they are. They can still be the way that they're going to be, that they should be. Because in the present situation, all I'm involved in, my focus is on is the nice things of the relationship. Six of Cups, the rose-tinted glasses. I'm too far too living in the past of this relationship. And that's why it's blocking my view with this Ten of Wands. And what's the reason for that? There we go. Another card reversed. Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, another card that speaks about the inability to make any type of rational decision. Okay? I feel that you guys are really blocked here in terms of love in the month of June 2017. And I'm sorry to say, I do feel that it's off your own making for some of you guys, Cancerians. I feel it's off your own making because I feel that some of you guys refuse or you're avoiding seeing what the truth is. Let's have a look at what your hopes are for love. Well, the focus is on the Six of Swords, overcoming any difficult barriers within this relationship. Also, Six of Swords also represents support. So when you get the Six of Swords, this is a person that is giving somebody support. So it's being there, it's having that support, but it's also overcoming difficulties. Those swords, usually, let me have a look at this card here. Those swords, you can see that in front of these two people here, the swords are blocking their view, but this person doesn't have a blocked view, so they can see clearly. So the focus point is around seeing clearly. Maybe one of you isn't seeing clearly and the other one is. Okay, so one of you's got to see clearly in this situation, and the hope around this, the focus point is on having a clear view as to what's happening with this relationship. And therefore, what are your hopes in terms of this relationship maybe? Well, you've got a Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles in terms of love, it's not particularly a love card. The Queen of Pentacles represents to nurture, it represents the Empress. She's very similar to an Empress card. So your hopes will be, it could be for an earth sign individual that we're looking at here. Maybe that this, you know, if your focus is around clearing the way, overcoming obstacles, seeing clearly a clear path through with this relationship, it then manifests in terms of your hopes being the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe this is to have a stable, loving foundation of a home with this Queen of Pentacles. Whereby, you know, you get Queen of Pentacles in terms of love, and this is a homemaker. This is somebody who wants to cook for her man or his woman. You know, this is somebody who wants to make an environment clean and tidy and very idealistic. And I'm getting a feeling with this reading so far, Cancerians, that everything feels very idealistic to me. And everything feels like it's about keeping the home together or keeping a relationship together, perhaps because, you know, it gives you comfort. So the hope is for comfort, really, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is. She's a card about the resources that we have, the comforting lives that we live, the lovely garden, the food on the stove, you know, feeding friends, feeding our partners, you know, it's all of those things. So your hopes are for a very comfortable existence if you can overcome this problem with the Six of Swords. And why are you hoping for this comfortable environment of the Queen of Pentacles? Because you're in love. Ace of Cups shows up here. There is love here. There is still very much love with you guys. No matter what's going on with another partner, there is an imbalance in power here, but you refuse to see it. You refuse to do anything about it. The focus is, I'm not going to do anything about this because my mental and emotional status says, you know what, I'm in love as the King of Cups. All I feel is love. I'm going to weather this storm in the name of emotion, in the name of love, because I believe in this relationship with that Four of Wands. It still has a very fine and upstanding structure. However, in the present situation, Cancerians, for some of you guys, what you're finding is that the focus is on the past. And that's a bad card, Six of Cups in the reverse to have. It really is. Because it says that you're not seeing the peripheral vision of this situation. All you're seeing is the past, as if the past is right here and now. All you're seeing is the nice parts of the relationship with that Six of Cups. And that's why it's manifesting through to the present situation, saying the Ten of Wands. Your view is being blocked here. Your view is being blocked because of the Two of Swords energy in the reverse. You refuse to face up to the reality of the situation. This is a refusal card in the reverse. You refuse to see anything outside of yourself. You refuse to come to any type of logical or rational decisions made with this Two of Swords energy. And you refuse to stand in any type of power as well. Two of Swords reverse suggests the loss of power to me, whether that be emotional or mental here. And therefore your hopes, the focus is around what we can overcome this, the Six of Swords. You know, around your hopes, the focus is on overcoming this period of obstacles. Because it's manifesting in terms of your hopes being this Queen of Pentacles. Happy, warm, safe, secure, conventional relationship because you're in love. So I feel for some of you guys in June, you really don't want to let go of a situation here. There's a situation you really, really don't want to let go of in the name of love. But everything else behind, you don't see anything else. You don't see, the problems are here, here and here. But you're refusing to see that. You'd rather stay, for some of you guys, in the darkness than face up to the light. What are your expectations, though, in terms of love? Well, the focus is on a breakdown of a relationship. You've got lovers in the reverse. Lovers in the reverse is an ending, divorces, separations, failure in terms of relationships. And how is that working out? How does that manifest in terms of what your expectations are? The Two of Pentacles, reversed again, another two that's reversed. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse represents chaos. Okay, it's when you get the Two of Pentacles in the upright, it's somebody who knows what they're doing. They know how to manage they're managing their finances, they're managing their lives, they're trying to cope. Okay, they're trying to create some order. When it's in the reverse for me, this is a lack of order and a lack of management. Okay, so what you're expecting is that I feel this relationship to fail. I feel that you've got all of the best intentions of the world here, but in reality, it says something completely different, judging by all of these reversals. The fact that your focus in terms around your expectations is this love is reversed. A lack of a union, falling out of a union, failure of a union, divorce, separation. And that manifests in terms of your expectations, showing the Two of Pentacles. Possibly mismanagement, okay? You're expecting mismanagement, or you're expecting not to be able to manage this relationship, not to bring it into alliance or balance. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Five of Cups loss. So here, what we see is, it's something that a lot of people kind of do, isn't it? In terms of love, it really is. Because what we tend to do when we're in love, we hope for the best. We see all of the loveliness of relationships, Cancerians. We see all of the magnificence of a relationships, I'm holding on to this because, I believe in this. This relationship, it's good. It still has its legs. It's still good to go with this Four of Wands. It's a good, this could really, I'm seeing marriage maybe, or I'm seeing an engagement, or I'm just seeing us being together. And yeah, but the problem is that, your focal point is this Six of Cups in the reverse. It's all hearts and flowers. It's all, this is, I remember the days when this, that and the other, and if we could just get that back. But the problem is in the present, this is blocking the true view of the relationship. Okay? It's blocking the true view. Okay? Because of this, the Two of Swords. It is the lack of control, the lack of power. You are powerless in terms of your logic. Because for me, the Two of Swords upright can be a good card when you're paying attention to the logic of a situation. It's a bad card in the reverse for me when it shows a lack of power in terms of one's thought processes. Because you're giving into this. Six of Cups reversed. You're only paying attention to the beauty and the rose-tinted glasses of what the relationship was. And you're bringing that right into the present in June. But you're not paying attention, and that's because of the Two of Swords. It is the fear to face up to what is truly there. All right? This is the root issue for why your focus is this, because you are living in fear with that Two of Swords. And therefore, your hopes are, wow, the root issue is that you're in love. And that's why the focus is on overcoming any difficulties with the Six of Swords that are manifesting through to your hopes being home, hearth, family, happiness, togetherness, security, stability within the relationship. But you don't really believe that, because what you're expecting is the mismanagement, things falling apart, out of your control. I can't keep all these balls in the air with that Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And that's because Five of Cups. The reason that you are expecting the inability to manage or to keep this relationship together with that Two of Pentacles is because you already know that you're probably onto a losing game with that Five of Cups. And that's why it's factoring through to the focus around your expectations on being this relationship failing, separation, divorce, or just simply failure of the relationship, I feel, with that, with the Lovers card in the reverse. What is it that's coming in for some of you guys here? Well, we've got the Page of Cups. So the energies, and this isn't your energy, this is an energy through the universe. It could be saying, wow, something's still alive here. Page of Cups represents an expression of love. So it represents after a period of time when somebody comes to us and tells us how they feel. So it might be that what you're not seeing, the focus will be on an expression of love. How does that manifest, though, in terms of what you're not seeing coming in? Well, we've got a Queen of Swords showing here. So the Queen of Swords can mean that somebody's cutting one out. It can also show hurt and depression. But why is there hurt and depression coming in? Because of the King of Pentacles. Okay. So this might be the person that you're dealing with here. Could also be a Queen of Swords that you're dealing with here. But it's saying what you're not seeing coming in is, this is often severance as well, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords represents severance, separation of a relationship, but also feeling very, very hurt. So it could be what you're not seeing coming in is great hurt. It could be because of this person here. King of Pentacles could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. It can just simply be a male or female who exactly knows what they're doing and is taking charge of the situation. And that's filtering through to the focus around this being the Page of Cups. How does that work though? The focus being the Page of Cups in the hidden factors, manifesting as the Queen of Swords. Well, it could be that somebody's expressing how they truly feel. It's very easy with tarot to get caught up with these cards and think that just because you see a Page of Cups that it means somebody's telling you that they feel good about you. No, it's not. This is the truth that's being expressed here. And I feel as a result of this truth, some of you guys might be getting hurt. And that's because of this person taking charge. I think there is a person here that takes charge in this relationship. I feel some of you guys might be feeling too weak. You've got your head in the clouds. You know that you're not expecting anything good to come of this, but you've got your head in the clouds. However, I feel that somebody takes charge instead of you here, and it's this person here. Immediate future for love in June. Well, Knight of Wands is the focus. Sometimes this means leaving. Somebody's leaving. So the focus might be on a change of directions happening quite quickly. But how does that manifest in terms of the immediate future? There we go, the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords says that mental restriction. So it might mean that the focus is on moving out or leaving a situation for Cancerians with this Knight of Wands energy here. However, it's manifesting as Eight of Swords. So there's still stalemate going on here. All right, this is coming in, but it probably doesn't come in as yet, which means that the situation continues. Eight of Swords means restrictions and traps. All right, sometimes this means I can't say, or I can't speak, or I can't communicate. Let's have a look why the Eight of Swords is showing up for the immediate future within, and also this can suggest suffocation within a relationship because of the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is a failing thing within a relationship, within a family situation, a long-standing relationship. Sometimes this is, you know, the disorganisation, chaos within a relationship. I feel that there's going to be some great restrictions for some of you guys in June. And that's because of this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, all right, which factors through to the situation being the Knight of Wands. I think that I know it's not a great reading, but it's just what I'm saying. I feel for some of you Cancerians, if you're in a relationship, I don't think this is for people who are out of a relationship. I think this is if you're in one. I feel that this will be a case of, or if you are, you know, at that brink of some form of a relationship that might not be working out. I feel for some of you guys, the immediate future is saying with the Eight of Swords, there are restrictions, communicative restrictions in a relationship. There's also potentially, you know, mental restrictions, feeling trapped, possibly suffocation within a relationship, which is why the focus is on moving out of it. And that's because of the Ten of the Pentacles in the reverse. Okay? There are literally failings happening within this long-term relationship. This is no longer a resourceful or even a healthy relationship, I feel, with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And therefore, the overall outcome for June shows the Knight of Cups in the reverse being the focal point. Now, this Knight of Cups, if some of you guys here were expecting to save a relationship, Knight of Cups in the reverse could easily be you, Cancerians, and you're retracting this expression, you're retracting your feelings. Sometimes this is somebody who fails to come forward for example, okay? So it could be that the focus is on kind of taking a step back, maybe with that Knight of Cups energy. Knight of Cups means apology and also healing within relationships, I feel, within the tarot. So there's none of this going on here in the overall outcome. What's the reason for that? Let's have a look at how that manifests. Because of the Nine of Swords. I feel that this is, some people want, it's difficult with the Nine of Swords. Sometimes when it's in the reverse, it can mean that you are overwhelmed by worry. And sometimes it means that the worry is starting to slip away. So for some of you guys, it might mean that with the Knight of Cups reverse, there is an acknowledgement here that says, you know, well, what's the point in pursuing this relationship anymore? And as a result of that, maybe some of your energies, the worries that you've been feeling here, we can see the trap here, but we can see the dissipation with the Nine of Swords here. So it says that things are starting to float away. Difficulties, worries are starting to float away. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Nine of Wands in the upright. Now, that's a difficult one in a way. Nine of Wands, I feel that in this instance is saying that you're completing a cycle with this Nine of Wands. But the Nine of Wands classically means that somebody is holding on. However, just thinking about it, this is the root cause here for the overall outcome for your love lives in the month of You know, this has reached boiling point. I would say actually that the reason why you guys decide with this Knight of Cups reverse, and this is you because you're water sign, decide that you're not going to kind of follow this thing through, is because the root issue is the Nine of Wands. This is exhausting to you. This is exhausting. And I feel that it's reached boiling point now where you just says, you know what, actually, enough is enough. It's not in the reverse. We don't have a card showing giving up, but I feel there's a recognition that something is enough, which is why, with the Nine of Wands in the reverse thoughts, it can either be that there's just an overwhelming sense of something here that says, you know, enough is enough with this situation. I'm kind of going to retract this. I'm not following through. I'm not following this dream. Knight of Cups in the reverse is obviously different to Knight of Cups upright. Knight of Cups upright is about following a dream, but sometimes this can be a pretty futile dream that goes nowhere. In the reverse, there's a recognition that something is quite futile. Okay, and I feel it is futile. I feel there's a recognition of something being very futile in terms of love for some of you Cancerians and a particular person. Okay, and I feel that that's because also you get a sense of, and what will come in as well is that this person here, there might be some great hurt that you feel because this person here, and it's because of this person, but what's this person doing? Well, it's showing they're communicating with that Page of Cups. They're telling you how they feel. They might do it in the wrong way. Who knows why that Page of Cups showed up? But this can often be communication, but it's an expression of one's true feelings. And if you think about the pages, they're young. So sometimes when you get a Page of Cups, somebody might be expressing something in a childish way, in a silly way that, you know, that means that they don't do it in a mature way. But it also might be that this person is communicating what they have learned, because this is about maturing feelings as well. So it might be that this person is communicating with you. It's showing the focal area is that they're communicating maybe something that they've learned, something that they understand. They're communicating the only way that their intuition tells them to communicate. And therefore, what you'll experience coming in is some great hurt. Maybe even, you know, looking at severance with that Queen of Swords as well. Okay. It could also be that what you're not seeing is that, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be coming in, but what you're not seeing is that there is still love here. And maybe what you're not seeing as a result of this here, there is some things that are still developing here with the Page of Cups. And as a result of that, it might be that this person's hurt. And why are they hurt? Because they're the King of Pentacles. Maybe this person did invest. All right. Maybe this person is actually hurting here. But the immediate future is saying in June, around this situation, there's going to be some confusion here because the relationship is failing with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is not good because it can show arguments and disputes and that type of thing. So maybe for some of you guys, there's confusion because there's disputes in this relationship and it's feeding through to the focus being, I want to leave, Knight of Wands. I need to go in another direction now. And therefore the overall outcome will be, well, you know what, maybe the focus is no longer on following this dream through, because it's just too overwhelming, okay? And it's overwhelming because of the Nine of Wands. Tiring, exhausting. I think this is more about overwhelming. I always explain Nine of Swords in the reverse. I know not all reversals show a better card when it's in the reverse. It doesn't. For example, a Hermit in the reverse can be worse because it shows real restriction and withdrawal, you know? Same as for me, Nine of Swords in the reverse shows feeling absolutely overwhelmed by a situation. I mean, really, really overwhelmed because everything feels upside down with this card. And that's because of the Nine of Wands. Still holding out for something that never really gets there. So needing to complete this journey, really. So I feel for some of you guys in the month of June, I know it's not the most happiest, but I feel it applies to you guys who have been holding on to a relationship that doesn't seem to be forthcoming, or either in a relationship that's not great. I feel that you are holding on here mentally and emotionally. You're standing your ground mentally and emotionally with that King of Cups. All right, there is an imbalance in power here with the Two of Wands, but there's also a refusal to make a decision either way. That's where your focus is. And therefore, mentally and emotionally, you're emotionally standing your ground because you still believe Four of Wands in maybe marriage, engagement, in being together with this person with the Four of Wands, that you can have a successful relationship. However, your focus is on the past in a very, very big way. You're living in the past with the Six of Cups reverse. And therefore, as a result of that, it's blocking the true view of what's going on with that Ten of Wands here in the present, because the Two of Swords is in the reverse. You've lost your mental power, your mental perception. You're not seeing clearly here with this Two of Swords in the reverse, okay? And also there is a fear here to make any type of decision around this. Because your hopes are, the focus point is to overcome this situation with the Six of Swords, in which your hopes are to live happily ever after with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Happy home, you know, dogs, children, you know, nice environment, because you're in love. Ace of Cups, you also have the dreaminess of an Ace of Cups energy. However, what you're expecting is, well, the focus point is on failure. The Lover's in the reverse. And therefore, what you're expecting is chaos, Two of Cups, not being able to even hold all those balls in the air, manage this relationship that you so fervently, for some of you guys, want to hold on to, because you recognise that there could be loss, Five of Cups. So you know what's going down here, but you're kind of ignoring it here. What you're not seeing is maybe this person's hurting because the energies are around somebody else. Page of Cups. All right? So Page of Cups could be, yes, this person is still in love. They still feel something. However, it manifests as them feeling hurt. Queen of Swords. Because maybe this is the King of Pentacles. Maybe this is a very loyal, nice person, really. Maybe they're very good. Maybe they're a good soul overall. But they're feeling hurt because maybe with this King of Pentacles, this person's had to take charge of the situation and look at it in all its practical and honest light, which is what a King of Pentacles would do. Therefore, in the immediate future concerning love for June 2017, for some of you Cancerians, okay, only if you resonate with this situation, of course, there might be some confusion with the Eight of Swords. There might be some feeling of frustration, fear, restriction, because could be arguments in a relationship, but it could also be that the relationship, again with this Ten of Pentacles, the strength and the security and the stability is now under attack with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and therefore the focus point might be on, should I leave? Should I just make a quick exit and get out of it? And therefore the overall outcome will be, well, focus point will be no longer following this dream. I'm not going to follow this dream anymore. And why is that? Well, it's manifesting us because it's just too overwhelming for me with the Nine of Swords. And why is that? Because you've been holding on for too long. You've been bruised and battered and still holding on in something here. And I feel for some of you guys that will recognise that there will be a need to let go of something here in the month of June 2017. That is your reading. That is your reading, Cancerians, for June 2017, your Gypsy Tarot Love Spread. I would like to say thank you very, very much for choosing Carol's Universe for your general reading for June and also your love reading for June. And I will see you guys again in July. Take care.